Hey guys, how's it going? Ryan here. So funny enough, after I made my video talking about how, the Diablo 3 guys are going to have to release the patch information really quick to try to push out the content, to try to compete a little bit with Path of Exile in true Blizzard fashion, a couple of hours later they put out the 1.07 notes, and, they are pretty good. They kind of fall in line with all the other Diablo 3 patches. They took quite a lot of time to release them. The notes aren't mind-blowing or anything, but they're generally moving a step forward in, a better game, creating a better environment for players to enjoy Diablo. So let's go over the few things that they introduced this patch. So the first thing is the PvP. Now this is the PvP patch that everyone's been waiting for, and a lot of people were kind of let down. Pretty much what they did is they enabled dueling, and you can do like a 3v3 or a 4v4 free-for-all. You can queue up for all of those. If you play hardcore, you're not out of luck. You can just queue for fun. You don't lose your character if you lose or if you die or if whatever. And that's pretty much it. It's just for the lulz PvP. In my opinion, this PvP is fine. If you have a action RPG game, which Diablo is, and you're basing it around gear, if you want to have competitive PvP, you have to remove that base. So, when I was talking about PvP, because I've talked about it so much, I've thought about it and I've come with a lot of ideas on the table, and the only way that I saw PvP actually working on a competitive level is by removing the gear or by introducing some kind of more effective PvP gear, kind of like World of Warcraft, where they have resilience or something like that, and obtaining it through PvP or through some kind of largely available means. But it's not really in the true spirit of Diablo, so honestly I couldn't figure out with an overwhelmingly good idea on how to introduce a PvP system that will solve both those problems, keep the integrity of Diablo as it's been over the years, and bring a competitive nature. Those two things are such at odds that I thought it was pretty much impossible to balance them. And it seems that the guys over at Blizzard thought the same, because they just went with it. They just went for the lulz PvP. They pretty much drew out the competitive part, and people just bash each other's heads in the PvP arena for some lulz, and that'll be it. I mean, that's pretty cool. I think it's good. I think it's good to have for the lulz PvP in an action RPG game, but I don't think it's good to delay it for 8 months, hype it up, and then come up with the same PvP that every other action RPG game has. So I think that was a pretty big blunder, but maybe it's a lot of fun because Act 3 farming isn't. So comparatively, relatively, maybe it'll be very enjoying. There's a couple other things. I read through this stuff. They updating classes. They have to do this every patch because they got to spice up the game a little bit, make a class a bit more powerful, make another a little bit less powerful, change a few abilities so you can kind of play around and reintroduce yourself to the game every single time they come up with a patch. So everyone's going to get excited about it, people can talk about it, you know how it works, all that good stuff. They're changing monster powers, so the higher monster powers give an immense amount of experience. I think MP10 was over 500% experience bonus, which is really cool. My only criticism of the monster power system is that it was a pretty good system, but the best monster power to play on was 0, so why introduce a system at all to begin with? That's really what they try to fix. Again, a step forward in the game, but most people who have played for the last 8 months probably have had their fill of farming, so I mean, I don't know how much good it is now, but I'm sure a few people will enjoy it nonetheless. And they also removed the last difficult thing in the game. I joked about this one. I didn't remove it, but yeah, I joked about this in a few videos in the past. It's like the only thing you can't completely face roll in Diablo 3 is reflect. Ooh, reflect. Holy cow, this game is too hard still. It's still got reflect. Oh my god. And what they did was they made reflect some kind of aura that goes on and off. So sometimes it reflects and sometimes it doesn't reflect. So they actually nerfed it. I couldn't believe they did that, but it's a minor thing. I just couldn't believe they spent their time into changing that one thing. But okay, I get it. I mean, pretty entertaining. They're also coming up with like new items. They have like higher tier gems and items you can craft, and just seems kind of like busy work. a lot of the stuff they're introducing is pretty cool, but in the end, you're going to do some further lulz PvP, you're going to have some fun, then your friends are going to log off, and you're going to do some more Act 3 runs. So, we'll see. Maybe another year will go by before it starts really drawing in some more people, but just another one of those patches. Game getting better, one very small step and a very long ladder. So, we'll have to see what the next step is, and maybe I'll give this patch a little bit of a go, do some PvP on my self-found hardcore barbar, but for now, I think I'm just going to leave it be, and we'll see what happens from it. See you guys tomorrow.